All right, what's going on, everybody? Good morning, first of all. It's your boy Tyler Gates, aka TAG Law 205. Massive news this morning on this Wednesday. So, the NFL season is about to get started. Week one is ahead of us, a couple days ahead, literally a couple hours away. We are under 48 hours from the official start of week one, Thursday Night Football. Ravens versus Chiefs, Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes, part 1003 at this point. Make sure you tune into that. But first of all, we got to talk about Patrick Surtain the second, not senior. Patrick Surtain the second is the highest paid defensive back in NFL history, and he deserves it. 4 years, $96 million with 77.5 million dollars guaranteed. So, for what we just read a couple minutes ago on my phone, the $77 million guaranteed is that might turn into 80, right? So we're rounding it up to the nearest number. Um, it's $24 million per year for what I'm reading right now, and Tory Dangy or Dandy, excuse me, good job. You got the deal done for Sertan. Sertan did not sit out like other names that we're not going to mention. He did not hold out like other names that we're not going to mention. He did not whine about money and just came to practice and play, unlike names that we're not going to talk about. For a team that goes to the Super Bowl and gets beat by the same team over and over again, the San Francisco 49ers, since we want to go there. Since y'all want to talk about, oh, I was holding out for no reason. No, you were holding out because you wanted a certain amount of money, but you don't produce that certain amount of type of money on the field. Only Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase produces that. Brandon Ayuk does not produce that on the field. Brandon Ayuk is not a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. He's not. You don't require that money. But that's another situation for another day. I'm fed up about that, as you can see. But my boy Patrick Surtain, who I want the Falcons to draft in 2021, of course, but we didn't have the assets at the time to trade up for him, right? Imagine him and AJ Terrell on that. Just imagine that, right? Two shutdown corners, but Denver, you got your cornerstone locked up. That's all you need. You got one of two cornerstones locked up, maybe three if you want to include Courtland Sutton. Patrick Surtain, Bo Nix, Courtland Sutton. That's your big three right now, right? That's who you can sell to your fans as the three faces of the franchise that you know are going to be here and stick around. Now, unless something miraculous happens and Courtland Sutton gets dealt, which I don't think they should deal him anymore. I did think that they should free him from that. I don't even know what you call it down there in Denver sometimes, but they restructured his contract. They probably had a sit down talk with him about where the team is going to go, right? So he's here to stay. Patrick Surtain, once again, not to get off track, one of the best DBs in football. You talk about a guy that locks up defensively, barely got beat when he was at Alabama. It was a rare occurrence, right? That's why he went so high in the draft with ninth. Everybody was questioning why he went so high, but the Broncos needed it. At the time, you had who? Nikhil Roby Coleman, I think, at the time, and Ronald Darby on the roster. Not good, right? So Patrick Surtain being the highest paid DB in NFL history, do I like it? Absolutely. $96 million is fair for what he's going to give you because he's still young and he's coming into his prime now. So this deal is going to look like a bargain compared to what other teams could have gave him in the open market. And he's only 24 years old. He's 1 year older than me. So he was a youngin coming out. It's crazy because Surtain to be 24 years old, to already be this financially stable. Matter of fact, he knows how to negotiate, right? He just needed an agent just because, right? But he negotiated stuff on his own sometimes, right? If you read this, if you read into his paper. But Patrick Surtain is one of these guys that Denver had to secure, right? He's a face of your franchise. He's arguably the best corner, the best defensive back in the AFC West, top 3 in the AFC for sure. Now, you can argue with me, but I guarantee you're going to lose that because look at what he has done. I don't even look at statistics. I already know what he done at the stats rate. Let's look at what he does on the field. He tackles. He knows how to hit. And when he tackles, he wraps up, right? He wraps the legs. He doesn't go for the upward trajectory. He doesn't go for the targeting fouls. No. He tackles. He's gonna hit you. He's gonna blind side tackle you. He's gonna strip fumble you. He's gonna intercept the ball. He's gonna go for pick sixes. That's what he does. Right? If you look at what he can do now versus this new era and what he's going to be able to do against the Chiefs, where he's going to have to lock up Xavier Worthy, of returning Juju Smith-Schuster on the Chiefs, Travis Kelce at times. So it's like he's gonna be asked to do a lot. He's gonna be asked to do a lot, especially going against the Chiefs for sure. Quentin Johnson for the Chargers is probably gonna be his number one target unless they switch him on somebody else. The Raiders, Devontae Adams, of course, unless he gets dealt to the Jets like we're all expecting. And then, yeah, I mean, once again, you know, the AFC is a tough division, right? Denver is nowhere near contention right now. They are in a rebuild mode, and they are going to trust Bo Nix to get them out of this hole to be a reliable contender within 2 years max. If they can get to the playoffs next year and improve this year by at least winning 5 to 6 games, you have it. You have a team, you have a core that you can build around, right? Bo Nix, excuse me, Javonte Williams, Cortland Sutton. You traded Jerry Jeudy. You got rid of Tim Patrick. You have the rookie wide receiver, who everybody is, you know. So I believe Troy Wilson or something like that. But at the end of the day, Denver, you must secure some type of identity, and you did. You restructured Cortland Sutton's contract. That was one. Then you signed the best player on your team to a massive extension. That's two. Bo Nix, develop him in his rookie year. Make sure that he's good. That's going to be three. And then you're set. Because Javonte Williams needs no development. Javonte Williams, to me, is a top probably 15, 20 running back in the NFL when healthy. So if you can see what he's done over the past couple years that he's been in the league, 2-3 years, bro's been great. Like, he has been absolutely terrific. The man has been good. That's my man right there. I love him, but he has to realize that, right, injuries are not going to carry you to a contract extension. He has to stay on the field if he's going to get a contract extension. Is he going to get a contract extension from Denver? I don't know. Should he? Absolutely. There's no other option on the team right now at running back. There's no other option. You cut Samaje Perine. I mean, like, you know? So I'm saying all this to say, Denver, you did a good job. You blew it all up like you were supposed to. You kept the pieces. You kept Cortland Sutton, Patrick Surtain, and built around that, right? You got rid of Russell Wilson, who was the problem, who you paid $37 million to go away, by the way. Yeah, it's a nice haul. It was a nice haul, but it was an even better haul for the Seahawks, not y'all. But that's it. You know, that's all you got to do. Just secure your core pieces and see what you can do this season. Don't try to be this contender. Please don't. Because I heard some rumblings about it. Don't try to be a contender this year. If you try to be a contender this year, you're going to fall. You should be trying to tank, try to get a top pick, try to go get one of those defensive ends or offensive tackles, right, in next year's draft. But this is Denver. This is what they do. They play by the book. And we're not going to be surprised at all if they win 6 or 7 games. I'll be a little bit shocked, but I won't be surprised because I'm predicting it right here. You can come back to this video if they win anywhere between 5 to 7 games. Bo Nix, he already looks like a seasoned veteran, they say. So Sean Payton's going to love him. He's young. He's willing to work. That's why he's starting over Jarrett Stidham, who, you know, you throw shade at your own teammate. But like I said, that's another conversation for another day. Patrick Surtain deal. Did he get overpaid, underpaid, or is it just right? I think it's just right where it is. I want you to let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Patrick Surtain? Overpaid, underpaid, just right, or they Denver need to trade him? Which honestly they did not. But let me know in the comments. Pastor Tan, money man.